Night Primetime.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his fifth year at quarterback.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Clancy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. Here's Bryce Baringer now. And fights through one man. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And now it gets real because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 46 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Throwing on first down. Atkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and down he goes. Isaiah Foskey with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. Shifts by him. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They juked him, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Atkins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Steamers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New York set to take the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Barkley. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Opposite, green, yellow, line, black block.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Ready? Strong, stand. Ready?
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Moreland. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Aleem McNeil gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A handoff to Barkley. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you get the defense back on its heels.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Hand off now to Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Off the play fake. Atkins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd and long. Atkins. And he is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10. Atkins. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again. Left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Gibbs will take it in. Touchdown. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go.
3rd and 5.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Clancy. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Back to throw. Clancy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steamers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, Clancy. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Atkins. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And just shutting him off there. And touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steamers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Clancy. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Tucker. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now they're in the hurry up. Off play action. Atkins. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, Clancy. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Looking to throw. Clancy. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Clancy. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Clancy. That's going to be caught by Hodgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Ready. Check pink.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the number 1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the number 1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down, Atkins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 1st and 10, Atkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Clancy. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 1st down, Clancy. This is caught by Tucker. Still going inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Clancy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now out come the Giants. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Come on, set. Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Clancy. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Clancy. And that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Clancy throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd down, Clancy. And this is going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Clancy. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And they have